Good morning and welcome. My name's Sheldon Greenberg. Everybody calls me Shelley. I have the privilege of being co-chair of the Forum on Global Violence Prevention. I'm a professor at Johns Hopkins, as Patrick said. I'm a little different than most in that I'm the member of the Forum who grew up in law enforcement, former police officer, police commander, and worked my way over into academia. The next couple of days are going to be filled with a lot of interesting and challenging discussion, and at times frustration, and at times the topic will seem overwhelming. For those who are new or unfamiliar with the Forum, as Patrick said, it was launched by the Institute of Medicine based on findings of a workshop that was entitled Preventing Violence in Low and Middle Income Countries. The Forum has adopted the definition of violence put forward by the World Health Organization. So that we're all on a common page, let me share that with you. The unintentional use of physical force or power, threatened or actual, against oneself, another person, or against a group or community that either results in or has a high likelihood of resulting in injury, death, psychological harm, maldevelopment, or deprivation. Our Forum continues to bring together a multidisciplinary group of experts from around the world to facilitate a cross-cultural dialogue on a wide array of violence-related topics. The Forum always seeks to build on its previous work. And as Patrick pointed out, this is actually our 10th workshop. Over the next 2 days, we're going to be exploring some social and cultural norms that underlie the acceptance or tolerance of violence worldwide. The dynamics that impact this acceptance or tolerance are vast and complex. They're personal, group, environmental, territorial, tribal, religious, sexual, and more. It's almost impossible to address them all in a single workshop. As we explore violence and the acceptance of violence, we have to look at it from different perspectives. The perspective of victims, of course, perpetrators, supporters, including governments and government agencies, including the police in some countries, observers, and particularly silent observers. It's essential to understand these perspectives to get a handle on the complexity of preventing violence. Among the many norms and forces that drive and perpetuate the acceptance of violence are fear, vulnerability, ignorance, power, greed, religion, failed support, failed justice, politics, war, terrorism, self-infliction, slavery, family and intimate partner relationships, social values, traditions, hate and bias, and more. A little bit of complexity there. I want to give thanks to the Planning Committee for narrowing this down. A tough task, and they made it manageable. So special thanks to the work of our co-chairs and committee members, Evelyn Tomaszewski, Vicki Stein, Teresa Kilbane, Valerie Mayholmes, Nancy Martin, and Elizabeth Ward. Please help me to thank them. And of course, Patrick mentioned the great staff here who made this happen. We welcome our guests who are here in person and on the webcast. So let me share with you a couple of quick logistics. There's going to be plenty of time for question and answers. For forum members and the speakers who are seated at the tables. You have tent cards with your names on them. Stand your tent cards up vertically when you want to speak, when you have a question, and raise your hand so that we can find you and acknowledge you. As time permits, after the forum members and speakers have asked their questions, other participants in the room who don't have name tags can simply raise your hands and we'll acknowledge you and get a microphone to you. As we launch into the program, it's important that all of us share our ideas and allow others to do the same. Please pay attention to time. It's very short. We have a lot to do. Focus your ideas on general boots-on-the-ground approaches, practical approaches to dealing with this multifaceted topic. We don't have time to get into broad-based discussions. Come together around a concrete agenda, thoughts for moving forward. Identify resources to support your conversation. And above all, draw from the next 2 days all that you can to return to our home bases energized to continue and advance this important work. I look forward to working with and learning from each of you. Thank you. Have a great 2 days.